Looking at the other end of the ladder, sitting in 6-1, the reigning defending premiers, Diggers Rest, who have won a total of 21 quarters this year to rank second overall. Their best quarter efforts of the year has been the third term, where they've won 6. So it goes to show they come out after half-time and they focused on what they need to do.
Is it possible Diggers Rest, the reigning premiers, are going under the radar at this point of time?
Well, it's an interesting one because the last, since the loss to Romsey a few weeks ago, they have won their past 12 quarters in a row. They could be trying to push up now.
But you look the last 3 weeks have played Melton Centrals, Rockbank, and Lancefield. So I know they weren't happy after that game, and they've really worked hard on their work ethic. That was one of the biggest things to come out of that Romsey game, and they're building. They set themselves for that 4-game period after that loss. They've really stood out. They've really stood up. They've got a lot of new players coming into the side. It's not the premiership side they had last year. So for them to be 6-1, I think Melton Centrals was their best game of the year. Obviously Lancefield was a really good game as well. They're building, and for them it comes later in the year. They know what they're doing. They know what they have to do. And to be 6-1, and not many people are talking about them, so I reckon they are actually under the radar.
Yeah, well, and I don't think they've faced too many teams inside the top 6 as well. I think the Sunbury Kangaroos was a big win that they had, and so their hardest games are still to come. They average 107 points per game this season to rank 3rd overall, and have conceded the second fewest points overall at 39. Interesting stat though is that their leading goal kicker is Matt Krull, and that is ranked. Well, he's got 13, but that is ranked 11th overall in the competition.
Probably not surprised. It's a brand new forward line. Matt Krull, we've all known him for his defensive work and pinch hit in the ruck. So he's had to move forward, and that is a different role for him, and he's really taken to that. So Diggers Rest forward line was one area that was going to take a while to get going. I know you've got BJ Kelsey, Mick Kelsey are a couple of them who can kick goals. So they are trying to find that right option and get that forward line right. Speaking to Sean Sims a few weeks ago, he said that's not going to come right until towards the end of the season. So they're building with that, but they're still averaging the 3rd most points in the competition. You can't complain with that.
Which is impressive. They do lose a bit of goal scoring power there with BJ doing an injury as well after coming back from holiday and getting injured after a couple of games. So watch with his interest with the progress he gets back on the field.